to California, seeing the sights and people there.
Hi, I'm Michael, and this is Grace, and we are California Travel Videos. And what's up with this? Well, we are hot here at spot number 22, and I like that here's a place where they have fire extinguishers, but what does this mean? Well, I got some mixed blessings there. First off, it kind of looks pretty here, doesn't it, with all of these flowers? Grace will tell us a little bit about what type of those are in a moment, but this is going to be about mosquitoes. Yes. So we are here at Tahoe Donner Campground, and I made a mistake, and that's going to be what this video is about, and how you can avoid making this mistake like I did. Yeah, I should have known when I made the reservations that they didn't ask about how big is your RV, what type is it, how long is it. So I didn't follow the context clues when I was making the reservations. It seemed like a nice place to go. You know, you can go ahead and put all your different spots in, where what the distance is between your cities, what the locations are. You know, you can go ahead and plot where you're going to stay, which is nice to be organized. We're going to be out here for about better part of 8 weeks, going across the northern part of the states. What happens is that when you got a dog, a Siberian Husky, that's going to be kind of hot in the summertime. This is July. Is that you want to go somewhere it's going to be a little bit nicer. By the way, the restrooms here are very nice. They have hot water showers, flush toilets, all the good stuff here. And over here on spot 33, there is a little stream, not a big one. I thought we were going to be on a lake. I'll tell you where I thought we were going to be in a little bit. But yeah, there is a river. So with all the rains we had and snows in the winter, and we're up about over 7,000 feet, I believe. So it was nice that this year, as we've got plenty of rain and water coming through, which is kind of, you know, for us people from California, we're getting close to Nevada now. We're going to be stopping in Reno in just a little bit. They do have a couple amenities here. I guess this is a spot for volleyball, and they do have ping pong table there with ping pong paddles and balls out there. And I was like, well, now that's kind of nice. So I was a little bit surprised that they do have some extra amenities. I should have realized that we must not be on a state campground, or if it is, this one's extra special. This is the camp host at Tahoe Donner. Check-in. So yeah, that's what we did. That's where we checked in, and turned out that it wasn't Donner Memorial State Park. Yeah, I kind of got caught when I was on the Road Pass site. I was looking for Donner, and I said, oh, this is the spot. Get reservations, bada bang, bada boom, bada bing, or something like that. And no, this is not where I thought I wanted to be, which is at Donner Lake. Wonderful lake. Canoe rentals, aluminum boats that you can go on, kayaks and the like, where we took ours last time we were out here. So yeah, it turned out that this wasn't the place. In fact, we're right next to some huge homes. And they're like, well, what's up with that? And then I was like, oh yeah, Tahoe Donner, that's right. There's quite a bit of things here at Tahoe Donner. Cross-country skiing, equestrian, campground, where we're at, bike works, Alder Creek Adventure Center. So they've got a lot of things to go on some of these trails here, like maybe backpacking, maybe doing day hikes. Take your bikes. Looks like off-road looks pretty good. So there are some amenities here. And we're about maybe another 2 or 3 miles out to Interstate 80 is where we're at. Look at Grace. and that's why I've got my hoodie up on my puffy jacket. Well, okay, I did say I was going to finish up with a couple of tips on what you can do to avoid the mosquitoes. Obviously, staying inside, as I mentioned before. If you are in where there's a lot of sun, that will normally keep them away. If there's the wind blowing, in fact, the breeze is probably 5 or 10 knots now, and I think that will also keep them away. If you are by smoke, around by the fire, they're not going to be around then. Other things, well, yeah, you can have your jacket on like I did, but here's a couple other even better things you might want to consider. Starting off at the low end, you might get something like off. It's good for a lot of different things. It's probably not the strongest ones. There's something like the RoadTripper. It's certainly very efficient. Keratin, and yeah, that's definitely a good one, and it covers a lot of things, including mosquitoes. Going up to something longer like this, get a Repel 100, which is good for 10 hours. And you know, that's one thing you want to do. If you want to be out there for quite a few hours, get one and look how many hours it will cover. If you want to go all the way, here's what I have in my backpack. First of all, I want it to be small, or you can carry it in your clothing. This is Repel 40% DEET. I guess, you know, look at the CDC sites. You'll wonder, well, is it really that safe? They say if you use it according to the directions, even if it's 0 to 100%, it should be safe. Now, I wouldn't put it in your mouth. I wouldn't let it get in your eyes. If you have any open wounds, nada. But yeah, the only thing I would be sure to be careful of is not to let it leak and get into something that it could melt, because although it's not supposed to be hard on the skin, it can be for leathers and other things like that. So I keep mine in a plastic bag. And you may wonder, will it leak through the plastic bag? Not it right away. You should be able to detect it if it does. Be careful with it. Don't give it to your kids to put on, of course. I would suggest is put it on your clothing first. You know, spray some on your hat rather than on your face. If you do need to put some on your face, if they're real heavy, put it on your hands and then kind of carefully get it around. Probably keeping it away from your eyes and the like. But those are some of the recommendations that I wish I would have followed. So I'm going to look at my videos a little bit more often and be sure when I'm out there with the skeeters is to have one of these products. If you get it ahead of time, you may just want to spray on something, one of these. If you use a squirt, I'd be careful not to put it, you know, around your face too closely. Although if you want to do like me, you know, get one of these little portables and just keep it around, preferably having it in something where if it leaks, it won't get all over important things like your cell phones or whatever. Okay, I hope that helps. So yeah, I think we're ready to head out of Dodge. We're going to be starting to go towards Reno, where there's a Costco, get a couple goodies, and then we're going to be off to Winnemucca, going up towards Idaho and Montana and North Dakota. Haven't been there yet. And then we're going to start, in Minnesota, where I was born, don't you know. Then we're going to start heading down towards Nebraska, Iowa, a couple other states, Missouri, maybe hit Kansas, and Colorado. We haven't been to those states. So if you were to look here, you can see where the states are where we haven't been. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can fill out this cluster. Then that'll leave West by God, Virginia, and these southern states. Oh, and Alaska, of course. But hey, there's mosquitoes. I only got an opening around my face here. Every once in a while, one of them does a dive bomb for me. So, okay, I think it's time for us to hit the road. Jack.
Have you been to California? Seen the sights and people there?